Excuse me? Not in this world. I cannot make this decision. Not today. Not ever. Hi guys. How are you all? I am melting. You stay hydrated. And you know the drill. Tell me what book you are currently reading. We have a video today that I am super excited about. It's a platform, a website that I never used before, so we'll see how this will go. But today, basically, we will go on a little adventure and we will find my number one, my favorite fantasy book that I ever read in my life. Now, what inspired this video, you may ask? I was talking to someone the other day, like a week ago or so, and when he realized that reading is one of my biggest hobby, he was like, okay, what's your favorite genre? And I was like, oh, you know, I read everything, I love everything, but fantasy has such a special place in my heart. And then he was like, okay, how many fantasy books do you read? And I was like, I don't know, like maybe 50, 60 a year. And he's like, okay, what's your favorite? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then he was like, what's your favorite fantasy genre within the fantasy? And I'm like, I don't know. And then he was like, okay, what's your favorite fantasy world or fantasy creatures? And I was like, I don't know. So I was like, I think he thinks that I lied, that I don't really like fantasy and I don't even read, maybe. I don't know. So we are going to find my favorite fantasy book in this video because we need to review my fantasy reading. I included all the fantasy books in this video that I've ever read, regardless of what subgenre is. Like I included fantasy, romance, also horror fantasy, historical fantasy, and also some books that some of you might argue that it's magical realism. It's so hard for me, honestly, to find that line between fantasy and magical realism. So one or two books here are probably like the category of magical realism, but I included them anyways. The only books that I didn't include are the ones that are super short. I mean, when it comes to fantasy, even when authors publish novellas or short stories, like even those are like 100 pages or whatever, but I didn't include short stories / novellas that are under like 100 pages, because I felt that considering how massive some fantasy books and fantasy worlds are, I just felt that they couldn't really compete. So, and it's fine, we still got like about 100 books to discuss and, you know, just to find that number one. And oh my god, like I am so nervous. I am so nervous filming this video because you guys know that I don't really have favorites, and I mean, I always struggle with like saying what is my favorite. And also, I don't really like to rank books. I just in general don't think that it's good for art. But anyways, we're going to try, and this is an experiment. So let's get to it. Okay, guys, now say hello to Mini-Me, and let's just start ranking the books. So far, the technology is working. I created the brackets and I also uploaded the books, and I think that everything is fine. Ooh, that will be the number one spot there. And now all I have to do is to start presentation mode and we can start ranking the books. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh, okay, the very first one, A Court of Frost and Starlight. Regrettably, I am about to cause trouble. Where this is not hard. Of course, regrettably, I am about to cause trouble. It's a fantastic book. Ooh, okay, next. Zsuzsi versus Throne of Glass. Like, obviously, again, this is not a very hard choice. It's going to be Zsuzsi. Okay, Thornhedge versus Piranesi. Okay. Thornhedge. You guys know that I am a Taking Fisher girly and I love Thornhedge so much. Honestly, the twisted dark mind of Taking Fisher gets me every single time. Okay, A Court of Wings and Ruin or Gods of Jade and Shadow. I don't remember anything of Gods of Jade and Shadow, so obviously I am going to go for Aquawar, but in general I think that Aquawar was a fantastic book, so we are going with Aquawar. Oh, damn! Okay, The Invisible Life of Hedda LaRue versus Babel. damn. It's like choosing a favorite grandchild or something. Oh, this is impossible. This is so hard. Oh my God. And this is only like what, the fourth or the fifth? Oh my God. Oh my God. I love you, Babel. I adore. Oh my God. I love Babel so much. Both of these books are, by the way, are my holy grails. So this is hard to choose. Oh my God, I love Babel so much. It meant so much to me because it's like discussing the topic of immigration, like in such a unique way. But then the Invisible Life of Edelur. Oh, I gotta go for the Invisible Life of Edelur. I have to. Okay, Ruthless Vows versus Silent Queen. Silent Queen, I did not like Ruthless Vows. Okay, the Penelopiad versus Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and of course I am going for Emily Wilde. Like that's not a question. Okay, next, Divine Rivals versus A Shadow in the Amber. Like, Divine Rivals, of course. It's not enough that that book is my holy grail. Also, that other book, like The Shadow in the Amber. Oh my God, it was so bad. Next, Sarah J. Maas versus Sarah J. Maas, Kingdom of Ash or House of Flame and Shadow. Again, this is not a hard choice. Of course, I'm gonna go for Kingdom of Ash because House of Flame and Shadow, I complained a lot about that book. Kingdom of Ash, so good. It was such a fantastic finale. We are going with Kingdom of Ash. Next, Medusa versus Rose and the Dagger. Again, this is not a hard choice. I am going with Medusa, not only because I adore Medusa as, like, you know, a Greek myth character, but also the Rose and the Dagger. That was like such a bad book. That book was not needed, and I stand by my opinion. Oh, The Bridge Kingdom versus Fourth Wing. Bridge Kingdom. Next, Crown of Midnight versus A Curse for True Love. Both of these books are terrible. Terrible. Okay, so I should choose like the one that was like the least bad between these two. Oh, you know what? Crown of Midnight was such a bad book. I'm going to go for A Curse for True Love. Oh, this is like so unfair. This system is so unfair to me. How can you like compete like two like really bad books and then two of my favorites? Like, honestly, whatever. We're going for A Curse for True Love. Next, Stone Blind versus Crescent City. I'm gonna go for Crescent City. Stone Blind was a huge disappointment for me. Oh. Seriously? Oh, seriously? Okay, of course I have to go for The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I really didn't like the second book in the series. Ooh, The Wrath and the Dawn versus The Deep. I am going for The Wrath and the Dawn. I think that the writing in this the writing in this book was like so incredibly beautiful, and also like the whole like world that the author crafted and this whole Arabic I think it was fantastic. I didn't like it that much. Okay, next, A Short Walk Through a Wide World versus Go the Distance. I mean, A Short Walk Through a Wide World is adult, and then Go the Distance is middle grade, and like I don't know. I mean, I do love all stories about Hades, and it's like A Short Walk Through a Wide World. That's the one I'm going to go for. Ooh, Empire of Storms. Empire of Storms for sure. Next. Again, not two of my favorites, but if I have to choose, I'm going for 10,000 Stitches. Sorry, Lee, your book didn't work for me. Oh, ugh, Stolen Air for sure. Not even a question. Again, two books that I did not really like. I'm gonna go for Every Heart a Doorway because I think that it was like just in general better than fifth season. I really didn't feel fifth season, and I don't understand the rage on the internet for fifth season. Okay, Electra for sure. These Hollow Wells, like duology. Oh my god, it was so bad. Ooh, okay. Emily Wilde, Map of the Other Land, the second book in the Emily Wilde series, or From Blood and Ash. Oh my god! so many of you are going to judge me for this, but I am going to go for From Blood and Ash because the very first book in the series I loved. Okay? Oh well. Okay. The Ballad of Never After versus The War of Two Queens. The Ballad of Never After. One of the best freaking sequels that you can get in a fantasy series. The Prisoner's Throne or Six Scorched Roses. Nothing can compete with Six Scorched Roses. So we're going with that. Okay, Nettle and Bone or The Queen of Nothing. I mean, how can you? Oh, Nettle and Bone. Nettle and Bone. Oh! A Court of Silver Flames versus Swordheart. Oh my! Oh my! These are my favorite fantasy romance books. These two, plus the first ACOTAR. These are my top 3. Oh, that's not true, but they are definitely in the top 5. Damn. Okay. Oh my. I'm sweating because it's summer, but even if it wasn't summer, I would be sweating with this. Oh my. I cannot make a decision. Akasef or Swordheart. Oh my. I have to go for the Court of Silver Flames. I'm so sorry, Swordheart. I love you. Please forgive me. Next. Oh, that was tough. Lore Olympus versus The Midnight Library. Lore Olympus. Again, not a hard decision to make. The Haunting of Tremcar, whatever it is, 015 or Mistborn. Again, not a question. Mistborn. Next. Both of these books were terrible. So I'm gonna go for The Traitor Queen because it was better than The Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. That's the second book in the From Blood and Ash series, and I'm like, that book was just not necessary. So I'm gonna go for The Traitor Queen. Okay, The Assassin's Blade versus The Cruel Prince. The Cruel Prince, hands down, The Cruel Prince. Okay, House of Sky and Breath versus The Wicked King. These are both sequels, right? I did not really like any of them. Oh well, okay, fine. I just don't think the first books were so good in the series, and just don't think that the second books were able to keep up. But I'm gonna go for Crescent City 2 because I do think that it was in general better than The Wicked King. Unfortunately, that didn't work for me at all. Cruel Beauty versus The Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows, hands down. That was, I think, a really, really good book. Oh, damn. Okay, I think that we're entering the second level. Oh my. Regrettably, I'm about to go Struggle or Zsuzsi. I have to go for Zsuzsi. I have to. I mean, oh my. Zsuzsi. Oh, Jesus. Thornhedge versus A Court of Wings and Ruin. Okay. Court of Wings and Ruin. I love you, T. Kingfisher. The Invisible Life of Eda LaRue versus Siren Queen. The Invisible Life of Eda LaRue. Okay. Every now and then, at least, the decision is easy. Emily Wilde versus Divine Rivals. Oh my. I have to go for Divine Rivals. This is so hard because I love both of these worlds, and I think that the writing of Rebecca Ross and also Heather Fawcett's writing, they are so beautiful. They are very unique. It's so hard to compare them, but oh my. Divine Rivals. A Kingdom of Ash versus Medusa. Kingdom of Ash. I have to go for Kingdom of Ash. The Bridge Kingdom versus A Curse for True Love. Bridge Kingdom. I did not like Curse for True Love. I think it was not a good finale. Okay, Crescent City 1 versus The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Oi, 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 oi. I'm gonna go for Crescent City 1. I liked The Serpent of Wings of... I never know the title of these Carissa Broadbent books. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Yeah, I liked it, but in general, I don't get the rage when it comes to that series, so sorry. Next, The Wrath and the Dawn versus A Short Walk Through a Wide World. I'm gonna go for A Short Walk Through a Wide World. Empire of Storms. Empire of Storms, of course. The Stolen Heir, of course. Electra versus From Blood and Ash. The Ballad of Never After versus The Six Scorched Roses. Six Scorched Roses! Nothing can compete with Six Scorched Roses. Okay. Nettle and Bone versus Court of Silver Flames. Court of Silver Flames. Sorry. Lord Olympus versus Mistborn. Mistborn, of course. Oh. Cruel Prince. Cruel Prince. Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows, of course. Manon, I mean, hello. Cersei versus Akabor. Cersei, hands down, Cersei. The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue, and oh my god, I'm like, my heart hurts. My heart hurts. Kingdom of Ash versus The Bridge Kingdom. Kingdom of Ash. I really, really like that book. Crescent City 1 versus A Short Walk Through a Wide World. I'm going to go for Crescent City 1. Empire of Storm versus The Stolen Heir. Empire of Storm, I mean, Elide and Lorcan, that's all I have to say. From Blood and Ash versus The Six Scorched Roses. Six Scorched Roses. Sarah J. Maas versus Brandon Sanderson. I mean, how can you compare these two books? I mean, can you really? I don't think so. Court of Silver Flames versus Mistborn. Oh my god! I cannot make this decision! Really? Sarah J. Maas versus Brandon Sanderson? Like, I know that for so many people out there, this is not a hard decision, but to me, A Court of Silver Flames and Nesta's character meant so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna go for A Court of Silver Flames. Because, like, again, like, that books just means more to me than the very first Mistborn. Oh my god, I cannot believe that I made that decision. The Cruel Prince versus the Queen of Shadows. The Cruel Prince. Cruel Prince. I mean, like, excuse me, Cersei versus The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. Oh my. Oh my, okay, Jesus, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I cannot, like, The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. I love you, Cersei. I'm so sorry. Okay. Kingdom of Ash versus Crescent City 1. Kingdom of Ash. Empire of Storm versus Six Scorched Roses. Oh my god! So basically the decision is Eladan Lorcan versus... Oh, who were the characters in the other book? Vale and Lilith. Vale and Lilith. Eladan Lorcan versus Vale and Lilith. I have to go for Six Scorched Roses. I have to. I hate this website! I hate this website! Court of Silver Flames. Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. But how? How is this even possible? Haven't I made the decision between these two books? Oh no, not yet. Oh. I mean... You know, guys, I made some like pretty important and pretty tough decisions in my life. This is hard. Like this is like easily in the top 5. Okay. Oh my god. A Court of Silver Flames. Fuck you. Oh my god. Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. Oh no. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Okay. Okay, next. Warbreaker or Down Among the Sticks and Bones? Warbreaker, of course. Tower of Dawn versus Fire and Blood. Fire and Blood, but again, like, I love Tower of Dawn. Fire and Blood, Fire and Blood, Fire and Blood. Into the Drowning Deep versus Once Upon a Broken Heart. Oh, this is a toughie. I mean, one of them is a fantasy horror and then the other one is like a YA fantasy romance, but I'm gonna go for Once Upon a Broken Heart. It was my favorite, like, fairy tale last year. ACOTAR, hands down. Mythos, hands down. Heroes, hands down. I hated Atlas 6. I don't like that book. Where the Drowned Girls Go versus Paladin's Grace. Paladin's Grace. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches versus The Crown of Gilded Bones. Sangu Mandana. She's my girl. Okay, 1,000 Ships versus The Witch's Heart. The Witch's Heart. Iron Flame versus Bride. Ugh. Two book talk sensations, right? I didn't really like any of them. And you know what? No, actually Bride was pretty good. I'm gonna go for Bride. I'm gonna go for Bride. Ariadne versus A Court of Mist and Fury. Court of Mist and Fury. The Song of Achilles versus Kaikei. The Song of Achilles. Sorcery of Thorns versus The Daughter of No Worlds. Daughter of No Worlds, but I absolutely freaking adore Sorcery of Thorns, okay? Excuse me? Excuse me? Not in this world. I cannot make this decision. Not today. Not ever. Two freaking masterpieces? Brandon Sanderson versus George R.R. Martin? I'm gonna go for Fire and Blood. Wait. Does this mean that I chose Sarah J. Maas and George R.R. Martin over Brandon Sanderson? sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's move on. Once Upon a Broken Heart versus A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Thorns and Roses. You guys all know how much that book means to me. Mythos versus Heroes. Okay, Mythos, easily. A Paladin's Grace versus The Very Secret Society. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. The Witch's Heart. The Song of Achilles. Not today. Not today. I cannot make. But Fire and Blood versus Akutar. Why do I hate myself? Why did I make this decision to do this video and to try to find my favorite fantasy books? Like, both of these books just mean so much to me. And so different. Fire and Blood. Oh my god, my heart is bleeding making this decision, but it has to be Fire and Blood. I mean, oh my god, I love so much, like I love ACOTAR so much, and this book got me into fantasy romance basically, and I read so many fantastic books because of this book. Has to be Fire and Blood. I'm sorry, but in general, the world and the writing and like, but then it doesn't mean that much to me as ACOTAR, like, but I cannot believe that I am choosing Fire and Blood over Lucian. Okay, let's pull the trigger. Fire and Blood. Mythos. The Song of Achilles. Fire and Blood. Daughter of No Worlds. Okay, let's think about this. Fire and Blood. Fire and Blood. Oh, but I love Tisana and Max. It has to be Fire and Blood. Fuck. Fire and Blood. Wait, what happened? Wait. Oh. What? Oh, that was the last question? Wait, the decision was between The Invisible Life of Edda LaRue and Fire and Blood? And I chose Fire and Blood? And that's it? We're done? That was 100 books? Whoa. Okay. Yay. Good to know. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I adore Fire and Blood, and yes, it is my holy grail book definitely for this year. I didn't expect it to win though, but oh, it did. I mean, I love everything. The world is fantastic. The characters, I mean, the writing. I am happy with this. I am happy with this. I'm just, you know, a little bit surprised because, yeah, I thought that maybe, like, you know, Zsuzsi, The Invisible Life, Fede LaRue, Babel, Akotar, Akosef, like, I've just truly read so many fantastic fantasy books. And, yeah, I didn't expect that Fire and Blood would be the #1, but it is. I kind of feel like that it makes me into such a basic bitch to have like George R.R. Martin and one of his books is like, you know, in the #1 spot, but okay, I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. Well, this was fun, guys. This was hard. I need to like calm myself down somehow. I don't know how, but that's what I'm going to do next. Oh, okay. Well, this is it, guys. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, wow, I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and watching this chaos. You let me know that what is your favorite fantasy book? What is your #1 fantasy book? And why? Hit share, like, and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already done so, you are welcome here. I have a lot of fun bookish videos coming up in the rest of the summer and also in the rest of the year. In the meantime, if you want to check out any of my other videos, I will leave them on the screen, probably here and here. And I will see you soon in an upcoming video. Bye! Fire and Blood. Okay. The Targaryens. Okay. I mean, yeah, I do freaking adore this book.